What's the difference between Batman and a thief?
Hey,
Batman can go into the store without Robin.
that's not funny.
What's up, YouTube? Zach's back with another attack. Today we're going to be reviewing Star Wars Rogue One. Gotta say, there will be spoilers during this review, so if that's not something you want, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I would hold off on watching this video. I just really can't talk about this without using spoilers. Let me start out by saying, I knew this movie was gonna be good. This is by the same people who bring you all the Disney movies, Avengers, and The Force Awakens. Of course, this movie is not gonna be bad. It could have been better, however. And I was actually kind of expecting it to be a little better. Now, it's not necessarily Disney's fault. This movie takes place smack in the middle of 7 already established movies in a series. In Episode 4, A New Hope, they already have the plans for the Death Star. So you know these people's mission is successful, but they're not in any of the other movies, so it's pretty clear that something's gonna happen to them, or else wouldn't they use these people again? That's what I thought going into this movie. And I was right. Pretty much everybody dies. But the upside of that is that they don't let you get really close to any of the characters anyway, which is really unfortunate. There was some really cool, likable characters here that you just didn't get attached to enough to care enough when they die that it made as big of an impact. Light spoilers here on Star Wars Episode 7 real quick. When Han Solo dies, it has a huge gravitas. That's because he's a very well-established character. You care about him, you're invested in him. He dies, it breaks your heart a little bit. These people die, you don't care too much. That's probably the biggest downfall of this movie. It's a very story-driven movie, but the story requires several characters. And honestly, the main character, Jyn Erso, is really the only person that you get a connection to and care when she dies. And even at that, it really wasn't that emotional of a death. Even when it doesn't involve characters dying, one of the best parts about Star Wars is the characters. What would Star Wars be without such amazing characters as Princess Leia, rest in peace Carrie Fisher, Darth Vader, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Yoda? The list goes on and on. And then Rogue One comes in and you just got an ensemble of characters who are not overall that important or memorable. Jyn Erso is the only character that I can honestly tell you their name without looking it up. I can say that I loved the blind guy. He was great and very entertaining. I'll probably remember him, but I don't know his name. I don't know his story at all. I just know he's a bamf and he's a blind guy. I hated to see that character die, but not because I was invested in the character so much as I just wanted to have another badass around for the new movies. And you can try saying I'm just a fanboy of the old characters and the way Star Wars was, but I loved Force Awakens. Rey is a great character, she's deep, and you can invest in her wholeheartedly. Finn's great too. Let's face it, the best parts of Rogue One are the parts with Darth Vader. There's an amazing scene with him. R2-D2 and C-3PO, Princess Leia, and Grand Moff Tarkin. And combined, they're only in the movie for less than 10 minutes probably. That being said, this Star Wars movie has more action and wars than probably any other Star Wars movie, which is great. This movie had amazing action that made sense and was choreographed perfectly. Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia were 100% CGI and they looked great. They flowed seamlessly with the rest of the characters who were not CGI. The scene on the beach was great with the AT-ATs. They looked amazing, looked realistic. The settings in general of this movie were great. They took you to new and interesting planets, and it answered any questions or filled in any plot holes from Star Wars Episode 4 that you may have been wondering. Frankly, I think just the fact that this is a Star Wars movie really puts this movie on a pedestal. For that reason, I gotta give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It is a good movie, don't get me wrong. I will buy it on Blu-ray and I'll watch it again for sure. But for now, just because it didn't live up to my expectations quite as much as I wish it would have, and it doesn't quite live up to the other movies, I gotta give it a 7.5 out of 10. Just the prospect of this movie, however, really gets me excited, and I hope they make the Obi-Wan Kenobi solo movie that they were talking about at one point. All in all, this movie is good, definitely worth seeing. Just go in with your expectations set lower than the original trilogy. And I like the prequels, so if you don't want to listen to me, then throw it out the window. But anyway, I'm Zach. Thanks for watching. If you dislike, hit the dislike button. If you like it, hit the like button. Leave a comment below, hit subscribe. I post videos Monday through Friday, and that's not changing anytime soon. So for now, I'll see you in the future.